Military supplies. Is there a war? Hoi Pao. Kingdom the Galman's Empire. Yes, it's the war between the Holy Powit Kingdom and the Galman's Empire, which has lasted for over 100 years. Over 100 years. As far as I know, the two countries were at a stalemate most of the time, with very few instances of actual warfare, and the duration of each conflict was also relatively short. Of course, I heard it from hearsay. After all, I'm not a witch who can live for hundreds of years. What is the reason for the war? I don't know. Perhaps it is because His Majesty was mocked by the King of the Galman's Empire for his unsightly beard, or perhaps it's because the wife of the King of the Galman's Empire was taken by His Majesty. Who knows what is in the heads of those nobles? Are you serious? The people don't even know the reason for this century-long war. Then what have they been fighting for? Fred, do you know the reason? I'm sorry, my lord. I don't know either. I only remember this war has been going on for a long time. They have been scrambling for something. What is it? I heard it during my travels before. I don't know what it is. Well, all they know is rumors. I didn't get any reliable information. Let's talk about the task. If it's only to transport the goods to the front line, it should be easy to complete. If only he is not giving us a hard time. You mean that Viscount, Dumbledore? Exactly. I think you can read French. It's a piece of cake for me. The task was issued at the end of August, and this batch of supplies must be delivered before October, which means they only have half a month left. No wonder you guys were so angry before. The Viscount has been stalling for time. Although you haven't returned when the task was released, they could give it to Fred so that Fred could arrange for someone to deliver the supplies. This task is of great importance. I dare not entrust the task to others except for you, Lord Kent. Right, Kent mentioned that many similar things have happened before. Obviously, Dumbledore said something like this when Kent previously went to argue with him. But we can't find any fault from this excuse. These little tricks are nothing. Most importantly, there may be accidents when transporting goods. Judging from her tone, looks like there may be something dangerous during the transportation. Don't worry. You've just come here, and you're not familiar with our Chamber of Commerce. You don't have to go with us this time. You just need to familiarize yourself with the Chamber of Commerce under Fred's guidance. There are two routes available from Linhai City to the front line on the map, namely sea transportation and land transportation. I wonder which route Kent will choose. If they choose land transportation, they have to pass through several cities. It may be a good opportunity to spread the news of my presence in the Holy Powit Kingdom. If Yi Lin and the others are in this country, they will know it. Knock. I'll leave you in peace. Mr. Wizard, Kent sent us some clothes. Is this the so-called pajamas? Rustle, it feels strange but comfortable. It suits you well, and it's very beautiful, Nick. The pajamas are not bad, but these daily clothes. I'll let Kent get me another outfit. I don't want to wear silk stockings. Bon voyage, guys. You really don't have to go with us. If you are worried about your salary, you can rest assured. You will receive your full salary this month without any deductions. I know. But I'm the vice president, and I should do what I can do. Speaking of this, where are the goods? Before going to the front line, we need to go to Mozo City. Dan William put all the military supplies in the manor. Manor. I have a question, Kent. What's your title? Huh, you guessed it. I'm wondering when I should tell you that. Fred called you my lord, and the Viscount has dealings with you, plus some signs I have observed. If I guess right, you should be a baron. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been suppressed by the Viscount. I am a hereditary baron, but there is no clear hierarchical relationship among nobles. If so, why did you take on this task? You can refuse it, can't you? I can, but it will bring me other trouble. Qin Tian, how much do you know about the noble ranks? Just a little. Sure enough. In the Holy Powit Kingdom, the noble ranks are, from highest to lowest, Duke, Marquis, Earl, Viscount, and Baron. These can be divided into hereditary titles and life titles, with hereditary titles being considered more prestigious under equivalent conditions. Hereditary titles, life titles, Marquis, Earl, Viscount, Baron. The difference between hereditary titles and life titles lies in whether the titles can be passed on to one's descendants. This is merely a difference in social status and not an absolute hierarchical relationship. In other words, a higher-ranked noble cannot order a lower-ranked one to do something. They can only make requests, and the lower-ranked noble has the right to refuse. Baron, Viscount. However, if the lower-ranked noble is enfeoffed by the higher-ranked one, then there is a hierarchical relationship between the two. That is to say, there is no hierarchy between nobles of different ranks. To put it simply, there is no subordination relationship between two political entities. Viscount Kent's Baron title was not bestowed by Dumbledore, so they are not in a hierarchical relationship, and vice versa. I still don't understand why Kent took on this task. According to what you said, there's no hierarchical relationship between him and Dumbledore. This task is assigned by the royal family. It doesn't make sense. Kent and Ashbel have hinted that Dumbledore wanted to take action against them. However, the task was issued by the royal family. Theoretically, even if Kent fails to complete the task, he will be punished by the royal family, not Dumbledore. If you fail to complete the task, will Dumbledore be the beneficiary of your punishment, or does he have any grudges against you? He'll be the beneficiary. Failing to deliver the goods on time is not a serious mistake. As I told you, the two countries have been at a stalemate most of the time, so preparing supplies is just a precaution. Even if we don't deliver the goods on time, the front line can hold on for a while, and even if we deliver the goods in November, it's okay. But it's not okay for someone else. You mean someone will make an issue of it? As long as it's reasonable, even if it sounds absurd, it can become a reason to launch a war. When my father was still alive, Dumbledore was ready to do this. Your father. When Qin Tian asked about Kent's father, there was a faraway look in Kent's eyes, and Qin Tian knew that he was recalling something. Qin Tian was sensible and didn't say anything, just listening quietly, which lasted for half an hour. According to the social system of the Holy Powet Kingdom, the royal family grants land to the nobles, and in return, the nobles are tasked with maintaining local security, ensuring domestic peace and stability, and protecting the monarchy. Within their respective fiefdoms, the lords have the right to self-governance based on the kingdom's laws, while also fulfilling their obligation of paying a specified amount of taxes to the royal family in a timely manner. I'm gonna add a little more to the original tax so that I can get some money after paying the tax. In this situation, the nobles can collect taxes from the people while ensuring that they can live normal lives. They'll pay a part of taxes to the royal family, while the rest belong to themselves. Therefore, given equal fiefdom size and tax rates, a lord who effectively manages his land will undoubtedly accumulate more wealth during tax collection compared to other lords. According to Kent, their family's fiefdom was granted by the royal family, located within the fiefdom of Dumbledore. In this situation, their family managed the fiefdom much better than Dumbledore did. Dumbledore Kent, that's why Dumbledore has been targeting their fiefdom. After all, the wealthier the residents in the fiefdom, the more wealth the lord can obtain. That's reasonable. All he wants is wealth. But Kent's fiefdom was granted by the royal family. Won't the royal family do anything if Dumbledore annexes it? Russell. The emperor of the Zhou dynasty enfeoffed various princes with the lands. At the end of the dynasty, the princes rebelled, causing chaos in the country and endangering the monarchy. Guifang, the Zhou royal family Ji Yan Beijing West He North Rong Rong Emperor Wu, the first monarch of the Wei state Mi Jin Mo Tang Wei Jishui Song Shui Qingxi Lui provisional capital. Shangqiu Woyang Shangqiu South Huai. The royal family placed Kent's fiefdom in Dumbledore's fiefdom. Just like putting a thorn in Dumbledore's flesh. The royal family did this to balance the lords in the kingdom and prevent one family from becoming a local despot. If Dumbledore wants to pull out this thorn, the royal family won't sit by. The royal family won't stop the battle between the lords, or I should say, they are happy to see that. If the battle between the two lords caused too many casualties, the royal family would reclaim the lords' fiefdoms or even deprive them of their titles on the pretext of failing to manage the fiefdoms. Even if they can't reclaim the fiefdoms, the decrease in military strength of the two lords would be more conducive to their rule. Ha! What big cattle! Whoosh whoosh Mr. Wizard, look! What a big fan! It's so big! This is my first time seeing a windmill. Is this your fiefdom? This is Ruther Village, not my fiefdom. My fiefdom is Mozo City, and we'll get there this afternoon. Mozo City Ruther Village. That's. Lord Kent is back. Here we are. This is Mozo City. It's smaller than Linhai City, but I believe you'll like the people here. Lord Kent, you are finally back. I'm glad to see you come back safely, Lord Kent. I miss Oshbel. It seems that your people love you very much. They've helped me a lot. This city is not as spectacular as Linhai City, but it gives people a sense of tranquility and peace, which Linhai City can't compare to. Mr. Wizard, look. What a big house. Rustle rustle. Welcome back, Lord Kent. Wow. Kent is like a local despot. This manor is much better than any luxurious villa. Even a baron's residence is so grand. I bet viscounts and other high-ranking nobles live in more splendid houses. Swoosh. My lord. Oshbel. Pounce. Sorry, Ophina. We came back in a hurry this time and didn't bring you any gifts. My lord. Your return is the best gift for me. You came back hurriedly for the transportation of supplies, right? I have had them loaded and parked in the backyard. I have also sent people to notify the knights in each village. They may arrive tomorrow morning, so you can have a good rest tonight. Well done, Ophina. Stroke Oshbel, I have grown up. Don't stroke my head as if I'm still a child. Let me introduce them to you. This is Chin Tian, the vice president of our Chamber of Commerce appointed by Kent, and this is Nick. My name is Ophina, and I am the deputy butler of the manor. You can come to me if you need anything. Nice to meet you. Turns out she's Oshbel's little sister. No wonder they look similar to each other. What is this? A list of supplies to be transported this time. Are you interested in it? I'm just curious. Boxes of wine, sets of armor, firearms, cannons. Looks like the supplies on the list are not items that are hard to obtain or purchase. Many of them are available in major cities. They can purchase them from cities near the front line by raising funds, instead of asking you to do such long-distance transportation. They are easily available except firearms and cannons. Are they difficult to get? If you want to purchase these two types of weapons, you must pre-order them and wait for 1 or 2 months before they can finally reach your hands. If you are in urgent need, you can also pre-order from some lower-quality weapon workshops. However, the probability of experiencing malfunctions with these low-quality firearms is higher, and such firearms certainly cannot be transported to the front lines. Therefore, there is no way we can complete the task by purchasing the supplies on the list from cities near the front line, as firearms and cannons can't be obtained in a short period of time. It seems that guns are not readily available in the Holy Powhatan Kingdom. Then it makes sense that soldiers here still need armor. By the way, what do you mean by pre-ordering firearms from lower-quality weapon workshops? Literal meaning. According to Oshbel, all guns in the Holy Powhatan Kingdom are made by major weapon workshops, and even military equipment is purchased from these workshops. The guns produced by these workshops vary in quality. Some workshops produce guns with high accuracy and durability, crack. While others produce guns with poor accuracy, and no one knows whether the guns can be used normally. To complicate matters further, the caliber of the guns produced by these workshops is different, which may result in guns of the same type not being able to use the same bullets because they are produced by different workshops. For many reasons, the royal family would have long-term cooperation with some good workshops. But sometimes, when the front lines are short of ammunition and firearms, even if these workshops work overtime, they cannot produce a large number of firearms and ammunition in a short period of time. In such cases, the royal family will instruct the lords of each fiefdom to collect firearms and ammunition and send them to the front lines. While chatting with Ashbel, Chin Tian lost track of time and soon it was dinner time. After the meal, Chin Tian and Hanny Nick were led to a room on the second floor. Ring ring. May I help you? Is there any canvas in the manor? Or paper? Do you want to paint? Yeah. Ahem. Clatter clatter. Here we are. This is the studio. You may find everything you need here. Lord Kent said you can use everything in the manor without asking for permission. Okay. Thank you. What a spacious room. However, painting does not require too many things. The important thing is whether the painting location is quiet enough so that the painter won't be disturbed. In this regard, this place is indeed good. I'll use this color. The saturation of this color is very high, and using it to write notices will be very eye-catching. Anyone who can provide clues about a ship named Dawn, which has wheels on it, and people whose names are Yilin, Jessica, Payson, Kata, Ragna Aruba, Pakuma and Pohama can go to Baron Kent's manor in Mozo City to get 50 gold coins as a reward. Russell notice anyone who can provide clues about a ship named Dawn, which has wheels on it, and people whose names are Yilin, Jessica, Payson, Kata, Ragna Aruba. Pakuma and Pohama Russell Baron Kent's monarch in Mozo City to get 50 gold coins as a reward. This is Chin Tian. Nick and I are living in Mozo City now. It was just a few sentences, but Chin Tian needed to make many copies. So, it would take him a lot of time. Russell Chin Tian planned to post the notices in every city he would pass, so he needed to prepare a considerable number of notices. In addition, writing notices consumed the pigment fast. Chin Tian had to make new pigment after it was used up, which invisibly increased the workload. It should be enough. Ka undul Baron Ken Mozo Lady Takola Reva. This is Chin and I are El Mozo City. Chin Tian worked all night without realizing it. When he finished, it was dawn. Sorry, Nick. I had you work with me all night. Don't take it to heart. I did it of my own volition. Good morning, Ofina. You two got up so early. What are you doing? As you can see, we are transporting the goods required for this task to the port. Which boxes contain firearms and cannons? May I take a look? All the firearms and cannons are here. Feel free, please. Click. Mr. Wizard, this gun is so short. This is a handgun, which is different from the rifles we used, but both of them are destructive. Apart from the different ignition methods, it almost has the same structure as a matchlock. Its power can't be deadly. However, for the sake of aesthetics, the gunstock was polished smooth. Once it gets wet, it will easily slip out of the hand. It's eye candy. Click. These are Mosin-Nagant rifles. Mr. Wizard, what is a Mosin-Nagant rifle? It is a rifle specifically equipped for cavalrymen. But the range and accuracy of it are poor. What about this? It is a portable gunpowder jar with a fixed capacity. When using it, you need to pour the powder into the powder pot and then into the gun. The size of the matching powder pot varies depending on the firearm. The handgun is equipped with a 20-grain powder pot, while the rifle is equipped with a 60-grain powder pot. I heard from Ashbel that the firearms of the Holy Powet Kingdom have low accuracy, but I never expected it to be so terrible. And I also never expected that such weapons would be given to the army. The grinding tool of bullets is a tool that can adapt bullets to any firearm due to the immaturity of bullet manufacturing technology and craftsmanship. It's very simple to use it. Place a lead sheet on the hole, and then place a bullet on it and press it firmly. The lead sheet will change the diameter of the bullet, avoiding the mismatch of bullets due to different calibers of firearms. It seems that the most valuable weapons are the two light field guns. Judging from these firearms and cannons, I can tell that the level of weapon manufacturing in this country is similar to that of the 17th and 18th centuries in my original world, or even worse. It's a good thing for me. Given the power of these weapons, even if I get shot, I'll have a high chance of survival. You want to find someone. You have just arrived in the Holy Poet Kingdom. Do you know anyone else here? They're very important. Is it? Yes. It can't be wrong. I don't think you need Lord Kent to vouch for you. Anyone who sees this notice will firmly believe that you can offer them 50 gold coins as a reward. Did you use the ultramarine in the studio? Ultramarine. The blue pigment on your notice. Can't I use it? How much ultramarine did you use? A box. Alright, you've lost half a month's salary. Shocked. Half a month's salary. That thing is worth 25 gold coins. Ultramarine is made of lapis lazuli, which is very rare and extremely expensive. In addition, to obtain the purest color, workers have to pick up impurities bit by bit from the pigments with tweezers when processing them, which greatly increases the cost. Crack. 25 gold coins are just a cost price. For various reasons, the price of ultramarine remains high. The selling price of ultramarine is 3 times or even 5 times that of gold of the same weight. 5 times. Gold. I'm such a spendthrift. No, I'm even worse. Can't someone make it by mixing the colors? As far as I know, no one has ever made it. Most painters can only make similar colors, but the difference is quite noticeable when compared to real ultramarine. Moreover, if someone made it, the price of ultramarine would not be so outrageous. Since people in this era cannot mix ultramarine, perhaps I can try it in a modern way. If I succeed, I'll get super rich. Lord Kent, the knights have arrived. Rumble rumble. Rumble rumble. I have to say that these knights are so cool. They look like small tanks. Take off. Lord Kent. My lord. Jellian, I have to trouble you again. Did we get here in time? There are 24 knights. Half of them are fully armed, while the others only have a pair of armor. Why? To be precise, the 12 fully armed ones are knights, and the rest are their squires. Don't underestimate these squires. They are also good at fighting. According to Ashbel, Kent is just a baron, but he has a large fiefdom, which contains Mozo city in 7 villages. Mozo, these knights are from those 7 villages. However, it does not mean that there are only 12 knights in the 7 villages. In fact, how many knights a lord has and how large the fiefdom is don't depend on his title but on his financial resources. Those who have better financial resources have more knights. In general, it costs a lot to train a knight, so one village can only train 1 knight under normal conditions. These knights manage villages at ordinary times. If the lord needs them, they will go to assist the lord after receiving a personal letter, just like this task. Lord Kent, Ashbel, take care on the road. We'll bring you gifts when we come back. Kent, how many soldiers do you have? Including the knights from the villages, I have 117 soldiers. Why did you ask this? Did you count the squires and guards? As a baron, don't you think you have too few soldiers? Few. On the contrary, Kent already has a lot of soldiers as a baron. Some viscounts are not even as good as him. We only count people who are equipped with armor and weapons. If the soldiers' attendants are included, Kent can dispatch around 500 people. No wonder Kent only let 50 or so men complete such an important task with him. Turns out it's half of his troops. Actually, I don't have so many men. Soldiers' attendants. Do the knight squires have attendants? If the squire is an apprentice knight, then yes. I didn't expect that. So we only have 100 or so people who can fight, right? Yes. Dumbledore only has 181 soldiers, and Kent will be as powerful as him in just a few years. By then, we'll have formidable military strength, and Dumbledore dares not make trouble for us anymore. We can kill him by then. Then we won't have so many worries. It is unnecessary to start a war. You are the Baron. You call the shots. It seems that Dawson and Ashbel wanted to fight Dumbledore long ago, but Kent wanted to resolve the conflict peacefully. What will happen in a few years? According to the current development trend of the Chamber of Commerce, we can purchase a village every 6 months, which means Kent will have one more knight or a dozen soldiers. Purchase. Can fiefdoms be purchased? Of course, fiefdoms are the property of nobles, so they can be traded. At first, Kent only had Mozo City and 2 villages in his fiefdom. The other 6 villages were purchased over the years. Most of the time, nobles won't sell their fiefdoms unless necessary. Even if they are to sell their land, they'll set an extremely high price. Mozo, but you guys can purchase a village every 6 months. I'm afraid Dumbledore won't give you so much time. According to the development trend of the Chamber of Commerce, Kent can even buy the whole country if he is given enough time. Dumbledore has been making trouble for us in the past 2 years, but he has no proper reason to wage a war. If we can complete this task, we can buy some time. We have less military strength now, so we are able to fight him. I'm afraid things are not that simple. On the 3rd day, Dumbledore's fiefdom. Cheer up. Tell me once you see any suspicious people or vehicles. Yes, sir. Be vigilant. Someone is approaching. Stop right there. Maybe they were just passing through here. Dumbledore's people wouldn't come to us so openly and foolishly. I hope they were just passing through here. Clop clop. Is that them? Even if it's not them, judging from their alert look, there must be many valuable things in their carriage. We'll get it sooner or later. Let's take a shortcut back. If we have to be so vigilant with every person we encounter, I'm afraid we'll be exhausted on this journey. Usually, few people would pass through this kind of place. But those 2 men were riding horses at leisure in the woods, which is very suspicious. I hope they're just bandits, not Dumbledore's men. I think they were here trying to get some information about us. After all, this is Dumbledore's territory. He knows our tracks. Unexpectedly, the Holy Powhatan Kingdom with low ordnance technology has invented the match, which was invented in the 18th century in my original world. Whoosh whoosh. Let's go. Kill them all. Clop clop. Bandits are coming. It's a night raid. As I expected. Bang bang bang. Swish swish, hold on. Don't panic. Team B, aim. Team C, get ready. Team A, load ammunition. The firearms in this era have low accuracy. Due to the darkness at night, they have no time to aim at the enemies in a hurry. However, they are using a 3-strike tactic. Maybe. Swish swish, they can't hit us. At this distance, we have no time for the 3rd round of shooting. The knights. Charge. Swoosh swoosh. For Baron Kent. Bang. Aw. Bang. Bang. Awesome. They have killed 1/3 of the enemy in one go. They are worthy of being heavy armored knights. The 2nd round of charge. Kill them all. Run. We can't win. Retreat. 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 Stop pursuing. Clean up the battlefield. Clop clop, musketeers, reload ammunition. Remain vigilant. A rabble. If we keep pursuing, we can kill them all in a few minutes. This battle ended quickly. The enemy attacked and fled in panic in an instant. I guess they won't come again tonight. Finally, we can have a good rest. This is just the beginning. If Dumbledore doesn't give up, he will lose more. The guards have poor combat power, but these knights are elite. Damn it. I must get a set of armor. It's like a turtle shell. I can't damage it at all. Why couldn't we fight instead of just gathering information? If we attack them together, we can kill them all. These B.Stards were watching us from the side. Damn it. Captain William. Did you hear it? My men are very dissatisfied with this. Shouldn't you give us some compensation? Mr. Zack, you should remember that the Viscount had already paid you before we took action. Besides, you owe me a favor for what happened tonight. Web novel. Many of my men were killed, and I still owe you a favor. Rewards are limited. The fewer people, the more money you can get. Am I right? I can see the joy in your heart from your face. Ha ha ha. Really? Is it that obvious? To be honest, it was hard to hold back my laughter. What a nut. If I had a choice, I would never have collaborated with this madman. But other bandits are not strong enough, so I can only hire him. What about you? You should be happy to see my men die, right? After all, you've always wanted to wipe out the bandits in your territory, haven't you? Stop joking, Mr. Zack. After this, you will no longer be a bandit. The Viscount will reward you with one of the villages, and we will be fellows in the future. Captain William, you should be frank with yourself. Don't you feel nauseous when you say something against your will? Besides, I don't want to be your fellow. After all, being a person is better than being a noble's dog. What did you say? Swoosh. Ha ha ha. Easy, Mr. William. I was just kidding. Don't get angry. Let's get down to business. I'm wondering about one thing. Dumbledore has enough soldiers to kill them directly. Why did you have to use this means? Humph. The Viscount has personally escorted the batch of supplies and asked to leave some soldiers to guard the castle to prevent some shameless bandits from launching a surprise attack. For example, someone who promises to cooperate with us but has his own plan, just like you. Since you said so. So, you only have about 20 people now, right? If I kill you, I can get the rest of the reward. Don't fly a kite. It's not funny at all. No one but a fool would carry appointment documents with them. What a madman. He really dares kill me. You're lucky tonight, Mr. William. You don't have to die here. As for those people, we just need to harass them constantly until they are mentally exhausted, and then launch the final attack when we're sure we can kill them all. That's exactly what I want. Kent's musketeers are not a big threat, but his knights are tough. I hope this madman can be killed by them. Wish you complete the task soon, Mr. Zack. We are leaving. Hee hee. I will. There's a fork. Wait for command. Oshbel, which road should we take? Let's go in the direction of Gaminia. Got it. It's too extravagant and wasteful to stick this notice written with ultramarine on the notice board in the countryside. If I can get the news of Yilin and the others, it's worth it. This notice looks a bit small. Don't worry. The blue words will attract much attention. A moment later, what a beautiful color. It reminds me of the Virgin Mary. Wait. A reward of 50 gold coins. That's a large amount of money. If I can find the people on the notice, my family can live a good life for the next few years. I'll go to the nearby villages to inquire about it. Swoosh. This is so wasteful. I can't believe someone wrote a notice with ultramarine. It defiled this sacred pigment. Wait. Lord Kent of Mozo City. I'll go to Mozo City first. Swoosh. Meanwhile aim. Shoot. Bang bang. Ha ha ha. We beat them back. Come again when you get more courage, cowards. When they saw us, they thought they could make a fortune from us and rushed toward us. However, when they realized they couldn't defeat us, they ran away without hesitation. Are they that stupid? Is it really that simple? Bang bang bang. Clank. Clank. Russell is at the 5th raid today. Are they not gonna stop? It's the 6th raid. Sorry, Lord Kent. We only killed a few of them. The others escaped. Don't they need to rest? It's been 3 days. They attacked us every day. Maybe they don't. We don't have much tea, and we can only take this road. Although there are many paths, we still have to return to the main road. They may ambush us on the road we must take. We should take the initiative, find where they hide, and kill them all. Them. Are those bandits Dumbledore's men? Sort of. Don't worry. Dumbledore would never attack us openly. If he needs manpower, he would secretly recruit some people or cooperate with others. This is good news. Good news. What do you mean? If they had enough manpower, or if they thought they could kill us quietly, they would not have adopted the guerrilla tactics to consume our strength but would have killed us all in one go. Simply put, they are not a threat to us now. Can we chase after them? It shouldn't be difficult for you cavalry to catch up with those bandits, right? If we could beat them hard, they wouldn't try to attack us again, right? Web novel. We don't know how many people they have. But it must be more than the people we saw. If we attack them rashly, we may fall into the trap they made in advance. If they keep running away, we can't head them off all with the people we have now. We don't have that much time to pursue them. So annoying. It must be hard for you to complete the previous tasks. The previous tasks were not as dangerous as this one. This one is different. Dumbledore is making trouble for us under the name of the royal family. We had no choice. Keep it up for another 2 days. When we arrive at Hellowell, things will get better. I had asked Fred to recruit soldiers and knights there before we left. But we need to pass through Ratner Forest before that. Those bandits may launch a final attack there. After all, there are many trees in the forest, which limits cavalrymen's mobility and weakens our ability to resist enemies. I remember there's a village in front of Hellowell. Cheen Tian, you may get off there. You're not going back on your word, are you? You want to leave me there, so you don't have to pay me, right? I won't do that. If we can't defeat them, I will ask everyone to abandon the supplies and run away. I may run faster than any of you in that case. I hope you won't get mad at me. If you get left behind, don't blame us for not saving you. Ratner Forest, the largest forest in the southeast of the Holy Powhatan Kingdom. My men returned safely. They have to work at night. So knackering. What do you mean? You didn't do anything but stay here during this period. Captain William, could you please ask your men to keep the night watch? I need to sleep for a while. Why don't you ask your men to do it? My soldiers have been monitoring the convoy these days. B.Stard, I'll kill you sooner or later. The enemies are very likely to launch an attack tonight. Everyone, be vigilant. Don't slack off. Divide your knights into 2 teams, with Jellian leading the way and the others bringing up the rear. Tell them to move forward as fast as possible. Unless something unexpected happens, we will be attacked, and there may be traps along the way. So, tell your people to get prepared. In addition, remember one thing. Our task tomorrow is to protect the goods on the carriages. Defense is the most important. If those bandits retreat, don't pursue them. Uncle Jellian, if you and your soldiers encounter any danger, you must keep yourselves safe. Once your safety is threatened, I allow you to escape. We are your shield and your sword. We pledge to defend your life and dignity to the death. The next day let's go. We must ensure your safety in any case. I got it. Guys, keep up. At the current speed of the convoy, we only need 3 hours to cross this forest. Bang bang bang. Enemy attack. Shocked enemy attack. Kill them all. Ha, kill Kent first. Others, burn their supplies. Damn it. They are too close to us. We have no time to reload our guns. Fight them. Thud. Thud, they finally showed up. Ha. They're right ahead. Go. Go. Protect the Baron. Humph. Just a few nights. Swoosh, do they think I can't beat them? Kill them all. Watch out. Whoosh, disperse. Get off your horses. Whoosh. I can't get out of this. Danny, let's charge. Ha, he's too strong. Hold him down for me. None of you can stop me. Whoosh. Whoosh. Everyone, retreat. Abandon the supplies. Whoosh, ha ha ha. You wanna escape? No way. Whoosh. Watch out. Clank X, I'm your opponent. Go to hell. Bang. Swoosh. Swoosh. Damn it. Again. Swoosh so fast. It's too fast. Clank, don't you think you're so enthusiastic? But I'm not interested in men. Swoosh faster. Swoosh. It was so close. Faster. Swoosh. Let me help you. What do you want to do? Gossen is buying us time. Take this opportunity and leave. With your sword skills, you will only disrupt Gossen's fight and hinder him. All you should do is organize others to retreat. I see. Qin Tian. Well. Are you tired now? This isn't man enough. Swoosh, I still have the strength to kill you. You are much stronger than that loser William. Clank, but jackals are always the food of tigers. I have to say that you almost killed me. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, you'll die here. When did he? Swoosh. Clank. Are you okay? I'm fine. I can still fight. Sorry for being late. Perhaps it's because I haven't lived such a leisurely life for too long that I let down my guard. I should have joined the battle earlier. This is not fun at all. Your sudden intervention is not what a gentleman should do. It's not the proper etiquette for a gentleman. By the way, do you know who he is, Gossen? He's Zack, the leader of the bandits in Dumbledore's territory. According to intelligence, he has slaughtered 3 villages. Good. Then I won't feel guilty after I kill him and use his dead body as fertilizer for these trees. You are Zack, right? Did you say I'm not a gentleman? You were right. I'm not. This is not what I was expecting. People who don't behave like a gentleman are too difficult to deal with. I've made a bad deal. The intelligence I got didn't mention you. I should ask for more money after killing you too. Is that your last word? You know what? When I was in the wilderness, I hunted many fierce beasts, as well as some small animals, such as wild cats. In my eyes, you are just an angry wild cat. You look intimidating, but you're just pretending and trying to scare the hunter away. Deep inside, you're scared as hell. Damn it. You are taking the fun out of this. You just saw through me. This damn monster is too strong. There's no way I can defeat him. I can only. Stupid William. Damn Dumbledore. How could you make me face such a monster? Swoosh, fortunately, I never act like a gentleman. Swoosh. You sons of B.Cheese have been disturbing my sleep these days. When did he catch up? Punch. Ah. Come on. Keep running if you can. I haven't slept for several days because of you. I finally got you. Wait, William. William is here. He's behind all this. Even if you kill me, he will ask someone else to attack you. If you hurry up, you can still catch him. Kent, what's wrong? Dear Lord. Gossen. A Valkyrie. That's a Valkyrie. Look. There. Swoosh. 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 The strength. Pant is. Is that Nick? Pant. I didn't know Qin Tian's wife could fight. By the way, where's Qin Tian? He's chasing after the enemy. What are you waiting for? Go help them. We can win. That's right. Let's fight them together. Come on. We can't beat them. We should run. Retreat. Useless fools. What is Zack doing? That damned B.starred. He disappeared at this critical moment. Forget it. Leave them alone. Prepare for Plan B. Swoosh swoosh. Boom CRP. Boom fire. The carriages are on fire. Stop chasing them. Let's put out the fire. Remove the gunpowder and guns from the carriages first. Damn it. Blaze, there are shells and gunpowder inside the carriages. Once ignited. Step. Swoosh. Whoosh. Unload all the boxes. Good job. Stop stroking my head. 13 people died, including 2 knights, Rondo and Gionia. If I had sold my land to Dumbledore. Stop talking nonsense. Do you want the residents of Mozo City to live like slaves? Do you want them to starve to death? We can't complete the task on time, right? It only takes half a day to get to Hellowell by riding horses. But it's too late to buy new carriages. Qin Tian, you said you have a way to help me beat Dumbledore, right? Are you sure you want to do that? We still have a chance to complete this task. Really? I remember you were a captain and a navigator when you were on the ship, right? The front line is in the north. During this season, northwest wind sweeps across this place. Do you want to take a ship? Although the ship moves fast with a favorable wind, it will take a lot of time to transport the goods from here to the port. We don't have enough time to do that. And as I mentioned before, there are pirates on the sea. I'm gonna fly there. Fly. Qin Tian, are you too tired or something? You haven't heard of hot air balloons, have you? Scratch scratch, can this thing take us to the air? If so, imagine how much it will be worth. Russell Mongatoon, we don't have materials or tools to make a hot air balloon. We must hurry to the nearest town, which is Harrowile. Zack, he must be dead by now, right? He's probably stiff by now. I didn't expect you and Nick to be warriors, and so skilled. Natul, we've always been carrying weapons, right? To be honest, I always thought those were for dissecting animal corpses. Here we are. Mongatoon, there are our guild's industries here. Let's go straight there. Welcome, how can I help you? Manga, the name of this store was my idea, not bad, right? I apologize for not being prepared to welcome you. According to the plan, weren't you supposed to arrive in the early afternoon? It's fine. Qin Tian, this is Aunt Noma, the manager of the branch. This must be Vice President Qin Tian. I've heard your name a long time ago. Time is pressing, Aunt Noma. How much fabric is there in the store? There are still about 30 yards left. We need at least 100 yards, the more the better. 100 yards. 1 yard is approximately equal to 1 meter. 30 yards may seem like a lot, but it's not enough to make a hot air balloon. Aunt Noma, you're more familiar with this place. I'll trouble you to buy as much fabric as possible, no matter the price, but make sure the quality is good, and do it quickly. Understood. I'll send people out now. However, with such a large quantity, it will take some time to prepare. Rest assured, during the remaining time, riding a horse for half a day is more tiring than sitting in a car for several days. In general, a hot air balloon is divided into 3 parts. Which is the balloon itself, made of fabric. The burner, which heats the air inside the envelope, creating upward lift. The basket, carrying cargo and passengers. The basket, the third part, is the simplest, just a wooden frame, without any difficulty. Mongatoon, making the envelope, the first part, is a bit troublesome. It requires a tailor to sew the fabric into a spherical shape and ensure the seams are tight. The burner, the second part, is the most crucial. Modern hot air balloons mainly use propane or natural gas as fuel, but we can't get any of that now. Manga, this is a simplified version of a rocket stove. Two iron pipes, one large and one small, with a difference in radius of 1 centimeter, can be nested inside each other. When this structure is in operation, the heated air expands and rises, creating a vacuum suction below the stove, as if someone continuously blows air into the device, making the flame burn stronger. Manga 2. At the point where the oxygen is depleted at the top, it will again intake air, allowing the heat released by the burning fuel to be fully utilized by the gas that can be burned again, which is known as secondary combustion. Young master, I have already contacted someone to purchase the fabric, and if there are no unforeseen circumstances, it will be delivered to the warehouse before this afternoon. Thank you. Aunt, I need you to run one more errand. Help me find as many tailors and blacksmiths as possible. We need to make the things on top. There should be plenty of whale oil left in the warehouse, so it shouldn't be difficult to collect the remaining parts. Do we have any specific requirements for these tailors and blacksmiths? The more skilled, the better. We can increase the reward appropriately. The most important thing is to be able to recruit them. I wonder if we can gather all these supplies quickly. Manga 2. Don't worry. It will be done. I considered this when designing last night. The most difficult parts, the balloon and the burner, have been disassembled into several components, which can be produced simultaneously by different workshops. Once completed, they can be assembled together, saving a lot of time. Manga 2. These supplies are all produced by the renowned workshops of Harawile. The samples produced have met the standards. Here is the final batch of finished products. Not bad, well done. Young Master Kate, these are the knights and rangers I recruited in recent days. They will escort you back. We can hire knights. The knights belonging to the nobility, of course, do not accept employment, but these people are mercenaries. Equipped with their own gear, self-proclaimed knights, as long as we can afford gold coins, they will risk their lives for us unconditionally. Mangato. Young Master Kate, be careful on the way. We only have 4 days left. Those balloons. Can they get us to our destination in 4 days? Manga will do our best. Even if we don't make it in time, that's how it will be. Young Master Kate, you're back. Yes, start unloading the goods and hurry up. Bring a few more people over here. Push hard. Although the hot air balloon looks big, its carrying capacity is not much, equivalent to the product of internal volume, the difference between internal temperature and atmospheric temperature, and the atmospheric density. Of course, the actual carrying capacity has a considerable deviation. The hot air balloon I designed has a diameter of 20 meters, and it's best not to exceed 1,000 caddies of cargo under safe conditions. After subtracting the passengers and the weight of the fuel itself, there isn't much that can be carried. Therefore, it's safer to make 10 hot air balloons. It is too big. Can such a big thing really fly once it's ignited? Just ignite it. I thought there would be wings or something. Lord Sorcerer, if you say you can, then you definitely can. How high can it fly? It looks a bit dangerous. It can definitely, but how high it can go? That's hard to say. It's also indeed a bit dangerous. Anga Tune. Modern hot air balloons are usually made of reinforced nylon or polyester materials, and then coated with a film to ensure airtightness. But whether it's reinforced nylon or polyester, they're not available now, so we can only use cloth as a substitute, but as long as there's enough heat, it can still soar. Mod USU. Simply put, it's like this. Is this a small hot air balloon? Kind of. You've been curious about the principle of hot air balloons, right? You'll find out soon. Some whoosh, I'm flying. It's unbelievable. If we ride on this, can we go meet God? Sorry, but we can't send you to meet God with this thing, and I don't think you want to meet God either. Master Kate, please be quiet, thank you. I just think that God will bless us. Manga talk. This is the most important thing about a hot air balloon. Everyone needs to have one. What's inside? This thing is called a parachute. If anything unexpected happens, remember to strap this parachute to your back and then, without hesitation, jump off the hot air balloon. This thing can save your life in midair. Jumping from the air. Shocked Mangatoon, we will definitely die, won't we? You must be kidding, right? I will never jump with it on my back. Relax, this is just a contingency plan. In fact, we are more likely to use this than a parachute. What is this? It's also the only communication tool we have in the air. Wow. This is amazing, Qin Tian. I can hear your voice clearly. And you hear me. No problem at all. Communication in the air is also resolved, now it's time to prepare for takeoff. Increase the wind power here. That's right. Whoosh whoosh. Alright, all preparations are done. There's only one thing left. Flaming. Wow, we're flying. It's amazing. Not enough. Keep the air blower running, don't stop. I can actually fly. Ha ha ha, I can fly. Be careful, don't flip over. Hurry up and get on. Prepare to ascend. Mangato. Wow, is this what flying feels like? Be careful, high-altitude air currents are no joke. Stay steady. Did you hear that? Come back to. Whoosh clap hey. My head. I told you to stand properly early on. Are you afraid of heights? Mangato huh, no way. The knights, come with the next town at the fastest speed. The rest of you, head to the nearest town to rest. Angatun. Young Master Kate will arrive early, I must hurry to catch up. Qin Tian. Truly a remarkable man. Whoosh is this. Heaven. What a beautiful view. Whoosh. There, do you see it? Birds, there are birds below us. We are really flying. Can you hear me, Kate? Can you hear me? Yes. Yes. I apologize, I got lost in the surrounding scenery. The wind direction varies with the altitudes. Remember to always pay attention to the wind direction. According to the compass, the hot air balloon is currently drifting towards the front line. However, this is temporary as the wind direction is likely to change, and extreme weather conditions like rain may occur. When we return, Kate can detect the arrival of a storm without any warning signs. This proves that he is an excellent sailor, able to anticipate changes in weather and make corresponding strategies. He is now the alarm system for this hot air balloon team, and his role is crucial. I wonder if the equipment we have on the boat here in the ocean will be useful. But we have to give it a try, no matter what. Sum whoosh. Whoosh sum, feel the flow of the wind. Normally speaking, the wind direction will not change for a long time. Stay vigilant at all times. How long will it take us to reach the front line? I don't know. You just told me that you don't know. I can only be certain that the hot air balloon speed is definitely several times faster than that of a carriage, and the arrival time at the front line will be shorter. However, I can't guarantee that it will arrive on time. After all, the weather can change at any moment. Well, even without the hot air balloon, we wouldn't be able to arrive at the front line on time. At least now we still have a glimmer of hope. If the weather cooperates, we will arrive on time. There's even a high probability of arriving early. I hope so. We can only pray and hope for God's blessings. Skatoon. The wind direction has been confirmed, and with Kate's warning, there shouldn't be any major surprises. Although I have been on a plane and seen the scenery from the clouds, it feels completely different now. Ding. Host creates a hot air balloon and earns 5,000 points. Creation successful. The system is back online again. It's been almost 2 years since I last heard that notification sound since creating nitroglycerin on the Daybreak. I thought the system was broken. Although we may not need it now, having these points really gives a sense of security for some reason. Points. 6,000, just 6,000 points. We still need at least 4,000 more points to exchange for talents. We can no longer see the ground. In that case, Lady Witch and the others won't be able to see us. We will find them. Qin Tian, the fuel for the hot air balloon is running low. Drifting with the wind, time passes by slowly, and the fuel tank of the hot air balloon is gradually depleting. Whoosh! Due to the consideration of cargo capacity, the hot air balloon carries only a limited amount of fuel, which is enough for a 2-hour flight at most.